Hi everyone, it's Amy here from the blog I Think Therefore I Teach. In today's video I'm going to go over strategies and tips to help you cope with your exam stress. So I've broke this video into three main sections. The first section focuses on what you need to do to look after yourself. The second is what you need to avoid. And then finally the strategies and tips that you can use to help you cope with the exam stress that you're having. So firstly, it is so important that you look after yourself during your revision and your exam period. What that means is plenty of sleep. You need 8 to 10 hours of sleep at night in order to help you recharge your battery. Second of all, drink plenty of water. You need to maintain your hydration levels. You also need to avoid heavily caffeinated drinks such as coffee and tea. You also need to avoid sugary drinks such as Red Bull, because what these do is they give you highs of caffeine and then lows, or highs of sugar then lows. You need to keep and maintain stability through your exams and your revision. Finally, make sure you eat well, eat properly, eat healthily. So lots of slow release carbs, slow release sugars, like your brown bread, your brown pastas. Also plenty of fruit and veg. So when you sit down to revise, have a bowl of fruit next to you that you can nibble at as you are doing your revision. The second section, the second thing to do is what to avoid. Firstly, avoid using digital devices about half an hour before you go to sleep. So put your phones downstairs, leave your phones, and then have half an hour where you can just relax properly before going to sleep. Second of all, avoid associating or hanging out with people that are also really stressed, because stress is contagious. Try and surround yourself with people that are not going through exams, because these will lift your spirits and lift your mood. Avoid setting yourself ridiculous goals, such as today I'm going to learn 3 topics, because what happens is when you can't achieve that, you then feel disheartened, and then it stops the process. So set yourself manageable targets, manageable goals, and then these are far easier to maintain and keep. Try and avoid comparing yourself to others. Now this is easier said than done, but if somebody is saying that they're revising all of this or they understand all of that, try and avoid comparing what you are doing to them, because you can only do your best during your exam period. Finally, try and avoid cutting out all the enjoyment in your life. Try and avoid saying, right, today I'm just doing a whole day of revision, because you'll feel miserable. Revision is hard enough. This will add to your stress. Make sure you still add in things that you find enjoyable. So this leads on finally to the strategies and tips that you can do to help you through your revision to minimise the exam stress that you might have. The first thing that you can do is listen to classical music. So put some classical music on in the background. Classical music is known to lower stress levels. Also means that because there are no lyrics, that you won't be distracted, that you won't sing along. Second thing, make sure that you put in place plenty of breaks and rests. Even if this is go and make a cup of tea, even if this is go and have a bath, make sure that you do plenty of things that can also bring relaxation into your day. Going for a walk and fresh air is one of the best things that you can do during your exam period, during your revision. Fresh air is known to help de-stress. That fresh air will give you clarity of mind, and it will help you go back to revise more clearly and more focused. The final thing that you could do is give yourself treats. So if I revise this topic for an hour, I will then treat myself to half an hour on Facebook, whatever it might be. Set yourself goals, set yourself treats, and that will help you maintain your revision as well, because revision is very, very hard. It's hard to remain focused, it's hard to remain motivated. But by keeping in control, this will lower your exam stress, because you will see things slowly getting ticked off your list. The final strategy that you have are revision apps or mindfulness apps. Use your phones. There are so many amazing free apps out there. So have a look for a mindfulness app that helps you take that downtime. Have a look and find revision apps like Memrise, or the ones that focus on how to create revision bubbles and revision posters. These are brilliant to help structure your revision, and you can set up tests and quizzes and use other students' work as well to help you in your revision. These are things that also might help you. This is one created by my student. She's done all the topics down one side. Along the top, she's got rewrite, posters, summarise, flashcards, glossaries, paragraph planning, and then exam practice. And then through has colour coordinated what she has and what she needs to do. This creates a structured system where you can see what it is that you're doing. So you might think, actually, I haven't done very much, but you have, because what you're not doing is you're not ticking it off as you go through. This creates a visual way of seeing, actually, I'm doing really well, but I still have this, and this to do. Another thing that might help, this is one that I've done for the class, which is very, very similar, is basically, again, all the topics and just a simple tick list. This links to PowerPoints, key knowledge tests, glossaries and essay practice, the key things that you need to be focusing on during your revision, because you need to be revising the content, you need to be checking your understanding of the content, you need to be knowing your keywords, and you need to make sure that you can write essays with all of these things included. Finally, a final thing that you might wish to use is something like this. This has all the weeks, you don't need to laminate them, they just laminate just so you can see them better. These have all the weeks that you have coming up to your exams, with the holidays booked in. Your holidays might be slightly different to ours. And what you can do is you can write in what you're going to do on each of these days. You can also put in any events coming up. You can put what you're working on a weekend, which needs to be minimised coming up to your exams. But you can also stagger your revision so that you can, again, see how you are going to meet your deadlines, meet your exams, and cover all the content that you need to in the time that you have left. Finally, feeling stress around your exams is completely normal. Some level of stress is a motivator. It can be very, very positive, because it can actually motivate you through your exams and motivate you through the process. So feeling some level of stress or anxiety is normal when the situation you're dealing with is stressful. But if you feel your stress is becoming too much, if you feel that your anxiety, that you can no longer cope with it, there are lots of other options that you can turn to. So speak to a family member, speak to a friend. You've got tutors, you've got teachers, you've got college and school counsellors, but you also have helplines as well that you can ring. So you have Childline, you have Support Line, you have Samaritans, you have Compass Buzz. You are not alone during this period. These people are trained to help you come up with strategies to see that, yes, your exams are hard, yes, you will be feeling potentially very, very stressed at this point in time, but there is more life and there is a bigger picture out there. So speak to somebody if you are struggling. Do not struggle alone. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope you have found this video useful. Please get in touch via the comments underneath or the blog, and I'll be able to answer any questions that you might have. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and then you can keep up to date with all the latest videos. Thanks very much, everyone. Bye.